Hello, how you guys doing? What's going on? Party crashers. All right, let me know if you guys are here. If you guys can hear me good. Make sure you guys press that 3 if you guys can hear me and the audio is fine. So, I am here today. All right. And I'm here to give you guys another story time of whatever I'm going through right now. And right now, I am going through the struggles of algorithm. Okay? When I tell you it has been a struggle for me, listen, but you know what? I brought this all on myself. And girl, don't mind my nails. Listen, okay, so I got this hydro gel nails is supposed to be light on your nails, right? So I got it. However, they pop off really, really quick. So like I got like 3 done popped off already, girl. Okay. You know I be digging in my hair, patting my hair, scratching my hair. Hell, okay. So please never mind my hands and my nails. You know what I should? I should have put them gloves on, right? This is a good time for the gloves. So if you guys coming in here, make sure you guys like this video. All right, you guys in here, let me look and see. I gotta look down to see my people. All right, hey Lisa, how you doing? Can you guys hear me good? Press 3 if you guys can hear me good, okay? Can you guys hear me good? All right, all right. Press that 3. Let's do the backhand bounce. Okay, thank you, Lisa. And just to let you guys know, I will be going live on another YouTube channel, Jessica Kohinoor. Okay, on probably like in 20 minutes, 20 minutes, okay? So listen, let me tell y'all what I was asking for, okay? Now last year, okay, I was having a tough situation on YouTube as well, all right? And I don't know why. Please don't get mad at me, okay? Please don't get mad at me. But I was like, I don't know. I was praying and I was like, I want a diverse audience. I don't know why I got mad at black people for some reason. And I was like, I want diverse audience, okay? I want more white people on my platform. Yes, I did, girl. I started putting white celebrities. Y'all was not feeling that white shit. I was like, TMZ, they got a big diverse and everything. Why can't I be diverse, So I was like, I want more white people. I'm thinking that's going to help my numbers and everything. So I didn't know how I was going to do it. So when I started talking about like little white stuff and like Kim Kardashian and stuff like that, y'all really wasn't biting. So listen, months later, no, don't lie. Don't lie. Okay, it has to do with AI reaction videos, right? Okay. So, during that year, last year, like at the end of the, God damn it, okay, 2024. At the end of 2023, I noticed AI reaction videos, and I was getting kind of jealous. I was getting kind of tight because their views be so rocketing, and I'm like, how they get all this motherfucking information? And then they ain't showing face. What the fuck is up? You know what I mean? I thought the AI reaction channels and the gossip sector, I was like, oh yeah, they getting taken down. Girl, they still stood around, and they was not taken down. Bitch, they was doing better than me. I said, damn, how did I let an AI beat my ass? Okay, girl. So I was looking at them, and then I wasn't looking at them. And I was just trying to figure this shit out. And I was hating on their ass too. But then I wanted to dibble and dabble. So I think I dibbled and dabbled early 2024. And I had good results, but then I backed off of it. I didn't really take it that serious because I thought I was going to get in trouble or something. Because, them AI reaction videos, they be lying shit. I thought I was going to get in trouble. But they were still there. And then I noticed they start populating more and more and more and more. Oh my God. Okay. So I saw this video. They were talking about the Brat and Judy. They were talking about the Brat and Judy were breaking up. What? Yeah, they said that Judy was sleeping around with another man. Now, mind you, all this shit allegedly is possibly lies, right? Girl, I was like, I just wanted to do it. So I did a reaction and it went viral. I said, oh, hell no. Because I ain't do shit but look goofy. You know what I mean? And I did pray. I said, I want to do some stuff was just easy. Because, I like to live a soft life. I don't like working. You know what I mean? I don't like working at all. So I was like, I want a soft life and I want to have a more white audience. So when I did, I was like, ooh, this was easy. All I had to do is just look goofy and do a little commentary and the numbers went up, right? But it was misinformation. And how did I feel? I was like, I don't know if it's misinformation or not. Because honestly, I don't know. When I do these blog talks, I don't know. The news lie, TMZ lie, media takeout lie. Everybody be lying. So shit, I don't know. When people do the interviews, they lie on the interviews, girl. I don't know, honey. I was like, so I was like, I'm going to leave that shit alone. You know what I'm saying? But what I did not realize is every time I would mess and choose with the AI reaction videos, they were having more of their people. And I started to look at my analytics and girl, I never had men follow me like this. Like I started to get like 50% of men. I said, what the fuck? I said, I know these ain't all gay men now. You know what I mean? Okay, all right. And then like the older people, my analytics were like 65 and up, and it was like 20%, 30%. That's not my natural audience. All these years I've been on here, I've never had a 50% male audience, and I've never had like over a 20% 65 and plus audience. So I said, that's strange. That must be that AI shit. So anyway, later that year of 2024, I guess that Diddy shit started hitting, right? So I got into the Diddy stuff, and then I started to do the AI reaction with the Diddy stuff. That shit hit like motherfucker, okay? Next thing you know, when I started doing the AI reaction of the Diddy, I started getting a whole bunch of megas. I started getting a whole bunch of Republicans. And they were so infatuated, like they were IGing me in my Instagram. They were like cheering me on, and they thought I was a fella mega. And I gotta tell these motherfuckers, I said, I'm not mega. Shit. I don't know why, but it got on my nerves. Like they be thinking I'm mega, and I'm like, I'm not one of y'all, And then I guess, they're like the megas and the Republicans, they're really into that AI stuff. And I noticed a lot of black conservatives are really into the AI gossip stuff. So like the more I do it, the more I would garnish a lot of whites, a lot of conservatives, and a lot of megas, right? And it was easy work, honestly, But it just wasn't my audience. And then I could portray, I got a Christian background, so I know what they want to hear. You know what I mean? And then I'd be like, yeah, see, this is Satan shit. This is demonic. And at this time, I'm just parenting to the motherfuckers. Okay? I'm like, shit, get the likes up. Okay? Okay? I said, damn, God works on time. This is easy work. You know what I mean? But I had a lot of whites, but there were a lot of megas. I didn't want these fucking whites. So I was like, damn, how I'm going to break I'm a transgender to these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I was like, they ain't going to take that well. I said, they not going to take that well. I'm a fucking transgender out here. So, honey, I don't know who broke the news. Somebody broke the news, And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to break the news too. I'm a transgender in this bitch. They didn't care. I was surprised. I was like, damn. I just knew these mega motherfuckers was going to be irritated, upset. They did not care. They was like, as long as you love the Lord, as long as you preaching the rhetoric and you want to shame Diddy and all the other ones, they really didn't give a fuck. They were not judgmental like I thought, and that kind of freaked me out. I was like, really? I said, really? But you know what they did? I noticed they did not like me when I had my titties out. They don't like that. Okay? They want you to just talk, the Christian standpoint, but be covered up and be presentable, And child, I want to be free. I want to have my titties out. And I don't know. So, okay, why did you stop? I was going to keep going, honestly. At times, I had breaking points where I was like, okay, I don't, when you, listen, it got to a point where people didn't want to hear me. They was like, can you shut the fuck up and just let the video play? You know, they ain't trying to hear me. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, like, okay, I got what I asked for. Didn't even realize it. I got so much, Caucasian audience. I gotten so much money from it and it was easy. But I was like, I lost my voice. Like, they don't want to hear my opinion. They just want to see the video. And shit, I should have just kept that shit going. Looking back, looking back, okay. But the reason why I didn't keep it going because it did have some dry spells, and I guess I just didn't know what videos to pick. And I look at other content creators that do the same niche. It's a few of us. We do the same niche where all we do is AI reaction videos, and they are killing in the numbers, but they're very consistent, and they will be putting like 5 or 6 videos out a day. I was just only putting 1 or 2 videos out a day because I get discouraged. Like they be having like, okay, 7 videos they have a day. Man, 6 of them videos they put out, it'd be like 100 views. And then that last or that middle video, it'd be like 50K views. But then you click on a video and then it'd be no comments and hardly no likes, but a whole motherfucking views, And I don't know. I just got annoyed. Okay, I'm always getting annoyed. And I was like, I'm getting bored of this shit. I want my fucking voice back. I want my channel back. I said, why can't I, make what I was making and just have my shit back, So, girl, I tried to fight for my shit back, but they be having me so locked in the AI or the certain algorithm, it was hard to get out. So I relapsed so many times. And it was a way for me to get out. Like, I got out when I started talking about Angie Stone. That was the way out. But then the AI reaction videos, they start talking about Angie Stone too. And then it went into the conspiracies, and the conspiracies are full of, Republicans and MAGAs. They're really heavy into that. And it's into a lot of black conservatives and, white conservatives. So, I don't care. I don't mind. I like those people. Honestly, I had a great time with the MAGAs. Unfortunately, I know it's hard to hear. But yeah, I didn't have no problems with the motherfucking MAGAs, honestly. And I'm not a fucking MAGA, okay? I'm not a conservative. But the issue I had was, they strict on the dress code, I can't have my titties out. You know what I mean? I can't cuss. Oh my God. When I tell you this audience that I had, they could not stand when I cuss. Oh my God. Watch the Lord. I'm like, listen, motherfucker. Look, I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say, goddammit, all right? And because I pandered to them before and talking that church stuff, like when I really want to say what the hell I want to say, it may go against their ideology, and it's like, who the fuck are you? Like, so it was like, fuck. I want freedom, So it's just been like, I don't know. When I got into the Angie Stone, I felt like maybe I had freedom, but because of the AI reaction videos, they were doing the same thing, and I got sunken in again with them, and then I tried to get out of that. And I don't know. I talked to YouTube behind the scenes. I was like, okay, I don't want to do what I was doing before. Like, I don't want to be in that algorithm that I was in before. Can you put me in a different algorithm? It was like, it doesn't work like that. You can't just be replaced. Like, you have to wait 30 days or you have to wait a certain time period, and you have to be consistent. I'm like, well, I'm trying, and I'm not talking about what they talking about, but my shit ain't kicking in. Goddamn, I got bills to pay. So, girl, I thought I was off that shit, but then I relapsed and I started doing it again. The latest relapse was the Malcolm situation when I started doing the Malcolm stuff, but then the AI bots, they start doing the AI, the reaction to that too. And I noticed because when I go to my analytics, I can see a lot of the AI videos. Like they say, okay, this is your audience. Your audience is watching the AI videos, reactions. I'm like, damn, I got them real deep in. I'm still deep in this shit. So, I looking back and I was like, I gotta be careful what I asked for because in hindsight, I did ask for this, right? I asked for a more broader audience, which I got, and I asked for it to be easy workflow, which I got, but I didn't want it like that, and now I'm kind of struggling. I'm still trying to get out the loop, but I have been making some progress, but the progress is motherfucking slow. Okay? It's slow as fuck. It is slow. Do y'all understand what I'm saying out there? So if I would have to give anybody advice, I would just say stick to one brand. Don't be like me. I was changing names like I'm changing lanes, child. Why did you change names so often? Because I wanted to do what I wanted to do, and I'm a spoiled brat, and I feel like the rules don't apply to me. And I was like, you know what? I'm so bossy. I'm so talented. I can change my name. I don't have to rely on a name brand because I make it. And I just be flexing on myself. So I changed the name and I just be like, look at the numbers go. Because in the past, I did that shit. Living Fearless, I did that shit. Gossip Girl XOXO, I did that shit. Jacob, Jessica, I have done plenty of names and I made them all go viral. And I got a high off of that, off of, having a no name and creating a name and having a name and making that name nothing because I made that name, bitch. I got a high off of that shit. But I don't know what they doing in these YouTube algorithm streets, but the shit have changed. I'm not able to do what I used to do, okay? I'm not able to have that power like I used to have the power. Something is fucking up, okay? Oh my God. So, listen, now I look into my analytics and I don't see, as far as the channel goes, like what my audience is watching. I don't see any AI reaction channels, but I do know when it come to men, I'm like 18% men, and that's not my normal. My normal, I would say my average, if I have guy audience, is normally like 5 to 9%. Like before I started getting the AI, I think the most guy audience I had was 9% because I really don't have a big male audience, I don't know. So now it's like 20. I was like, fuck, I still got a lot of way to go. And then my older audience now is up there too. It hasn't come down yet. So it was like, fuck. Oh, so yeah, this will learn a lesson. If I could do everything again, I would. I wish I would have known, man. Okay, what I would still do the AI reaction videos, but I would have just did it on a different channel. I wouldn't have done it on my channel, but I didn't realize how the AI reaction videos was going to pop. And then I don't give myself the credit because sometimes I be thinking, okay, it's just popping because of AI algorithm, but a lot of times it be popping because of me, And then, I don't know, It's just about finding that audience, So, oh my goodness. And I think what made me say I wanted a more diverse audience is because I think I did an article. I did a newspaper article and we were talking about welfare, okay? And I had a conservative stance about welfare and how, these some people, black folks, was getting a lot of government assistance and taking advantage. And I just got a lot of backlash from that. And I was like, you know what? I just want a more diverse crowd because you bitches don't get my ideology, I think it started from shit like that, Okay? So, I don't think it's about black or white. I don't think it's about conservative or liberal because I think I have a little bit of both of all of it. I don't think I'm not far left. I'm not far right. I'm not Democrat. I'm not Republican. I just have my own ways. And sometimes when you're going so strong on a topic, and a lot of times I like to be passionate. Like if I'm talking about a situation and a man is involved and the man is a villain, you would think that I hate men because I'd be like, this nigga ain't shit. Oh, these men. You would think I hate men. And so when people hear that, they be like, oh my God, yeah, I love this. She hates men. She's a man hater. But I love men. I don't hate men. Okay. And then the next video where the woman might be wrong, I might be bashing the woman. And then they be like, hold the fuck up. I thought she was a girl's girl. Why she bad? People are like that, especially in politics as well. They want you to be loyal to a base, just like the Nicki Minaj and Cardi. Say, for instance, a Cardi B song comes out, and I really like Cardi B at this moment, or Cardi B does something. I'm like, oh my God, I'm giving Cardi B praise. Now people are look at me and like, oh my God, she's a body. I'm gonna be down for her. Next video come out, I'm trashing Cardi because I don't like the situation that she moved with her man. Now it's like, oh no, what the fuck is up with her? I thought she was one of us. No, bitch, I got my own ideas, I would lift your ass up, and next video I'm gonna bash your ass, and I think that's across everything. But I think now it seems like on this social media and this algorithm, like they just want you to be loyal to a niche and just want you to just be stuck on stuck. And I find it hard for me to do that because I'm never loyal to anything but me and my thoughts. I can be. It's a challenge because that's not who I really am. So yeah, so that's just what I've been going through with this algorithm stuff. Okay, look. You look gorgeous. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much, baby. All right. So did I explain everything well, or did I confuse y'all even more? Okay. Press 1 if I explain everything well, or press 4 if you are even more confused, okay? Because maybe you just don't know what I'm talking about. But on this channel, I just vent about how I'm feeling right now and like the things I'm going through. So that's all that is. So you guys know I do have another channel, Jessica Kohino, I'm supposed to be speaking at in like 2 minutes. So I love you guys. I see you guys. Make sure you guys comment. See you over there if you care. If not, I'll see you later. Alligator. Bye.